Hi kids! Hello students! Welcome back to school and welcome to Morning Star Academy. I'm Mr. Albert and I will be your teacher in STEAM. In STEAM, where science, technology, engineering, arts, and math meet all together. But kids, before we start, let me ask one question. My name starts with what letter? Good job, kids. It starts with letter A. A also for arts. And for today, we will start with our discussion about arts because we will be creating an artistic project. So kids, let's start with the elements of arts. Do you know what are the elements of arts? Let's start with line. We have different lines. The first one, we have the straight line. The second one, we have the zigzag line. And we also have this kind of line. It's like hills, up and down, up and down. But still, kids, it is an example of a line. Again, the first element of art is line. Okay? Line. We have the straight line, the zigzag line, and this kind of line which is called like a hill. And kids, for the second element of art, we have the, we'll try to guess, we have the shape. We have the shape. We have the circle, rectangle, triangle, square. Those are the examples of shape. Who will try to recall? Again, what shape is this? Good. How about this? Good job. This and this. So kids, remember the second element of art is shape. Now, the last one. The next element of art is, who will try to guess? Ding! Is color. The next element of art is color. And we have many colors in our surroundings. We have red, blue, green, yellow, and orange, and many more colors. So kids, remember the elements of art. We have the line, shape, and color. I will repeat the elements of art. Line, shape, color. And kids, to make more exciting, we will draw lines, we will make shapes, and we will use colorful paper for your first project. And do you have any idea about our first project? So, are you excited? Are you ready? I can hear you. So kids, let's do it. Here are the materials that we need. First is cardboard or a used carton. We reuse this carton. Next is glue refiller. The glue refiller is used for our glue gun. We need also scissors. So we have two kinds of scissors here. We also need ruler. And of course, we need pencils or pencil. We will make shapes like rectangle, square, and circle. We will cut this into a small part and set aside the other carton. So we have here now the smaller part. We have to measure our rectangle using our ruler. The length of our rectangle should be 16 centimeters. Starting from the edge of this carton here, we will count 16 centimeters. So we will mark in this part for 16 centimeters. Okay? On the other side, also is 16. So we have here the 16. Next is, we will draw now a line. Again, remember, the first element of art is line. So we will draw a straight line using your ruler. So there we have it, our straight line. Kids, finally, we have a straight line pattern for the length. Length means how long our rectangle is. And we have also a straight line pattern for the width of our rectangle. So, we now applied how to draw a straight line. Next, kids, using our scissors, we will cut our rectangle following the straight line pattern. There we have it. We have rectangle. So we need two rectangles. For the next rectangle would be easy for us in making it because we can use this as our new pattern. Simply, you have to attach on the whole carton, like this one, and then use your pencil to draw a line. And then the same step, we have to cut following the line pattern that we draw. Okay. Kids, there we have it. We have already 2 rectangles. The next shape that we are going to do or to make is square. Okay, so the side of our square is, we have to measure so we will put a mark in here for 11 centimeters. Again, 11 centimeters. Okay? And then, since, as what I have said earlier, it must be the same in sides. 11 in each side. We'll mark 11 here. And from the other side, so let's connect the dots and we will draw a line. Okay, using the line pattern, we will cut. Okay, kids, there we have it. We have already square. So this is rectangle and this is a square. For this rectangle, this is the next step to do. From the side, measure 1 centimeter, put a mark, and also for the other side, measure 1 centimeter. From the dots that we have drawn in here and to the corner here, you have to draw another line, a straight line. Also, from the dots here going to the corner of our rectangle, we will also draw straight line. And using our scissors, we have to cut following the line pattern. Next, using this pattern, put this onto your another rectangle and then draw line. Okay. And also on the other side. Then cut following the line pattern. So we have now a pair of this shape, and then this will make our base for our project. We will glue this to the square that we make, this one. But before gluing this stand for our prize wheel, make sure to make first a hole in this part. You have to estimate. And then we can make a hole on it. With the marking dots on our cardboard, we can use scissors to put marking onto the other side. So if you can see, we have two markings for the two shapes that we have here. Next, kids, is we will now install our base in the square that we made. We will glue it in here like this. Of course, using our glue gun. Okay, we will now install our base or our stand for prize wheel using this glue gun first. And then with the excess carton here, you can draw a line. Ta-da! So we have now here the base of our prize wheel. Finally, kids, there we have it. This is the base of our prize wheel. Hope you enjoy making your project. So kids, next week we will make the wheel of the prize wheel. So hope to see you next week here in STEAM class, where science, technology, engineering, arts, and math meet all together. I'm your teacher, I'm Mr. Albert, and bye-bye! Hi kids! I'm Mr. Albert, and welcome to STEAM class, where science, technology, engineering, arts, and math meet all together. Last week, we discussed about the elements of arts. Again, what are the elements of arts? Here are the elements of art. The lines, the shape, and colors. Again, kids, those are the elements of arts. And last week, you have finished working on your first part of the project. Again, what is our project? Yes, it is a prize wheel. And you finished making your base or stand. And kids, for today, we will be making the head of our prize wheel. Are you ready? Okay? Kids, let's do it! Kids, what are the materials needed in making our prize wheel's head? Or the head of our prize wheel? First, we need carton or cardboard. We need scissors, pencils, ruler, and a strip of paper. Now kids, we will make the head of our prize wheel. Again, the shape of the head of the prize wheel is circle. And how can we make a circle using this carton? I will teach you how using this technique. Using the strip of paper or this strip of paper, we will measure. Okay, we will measure. Put mark by making a dot at the starting point. Let's measure 7 centimeters. Again, 7 centimeters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And then put a mark on that. Okay. So we have now 2 dots. Just cut the excess part. Okay, set aside. And then get your carton. And we will make now our circle. 1 pencil should be in this part. And then the other pencil is on the other dot. Okay. Okay. So kids, there we have it. We make a circle using a piece or a strip of paper. This is another way of making a circle. Now, we have line on it. We will cut now the pattern. Just follow the line. Okay, kids, finally we have here our circle, or this is now the head of your prize wheel. Next to do is to divide equally our circle using your ruler. Okay, we will draw a line, yeah? Okay, we divide now our circle into 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So, 8 parts. Finally, kids, we have here the head of our prize wheel. a circle, and we divided into 8 equal parts. So that would be all for today. Kids, last week you have finished making the base of your project. And today, you will be making the head of your prize wheel. Okay? So that would be all for today in STEAM class, where science, technology, engineering, arts, and math meet all together. I'm Mr. Albert, and bye-bye! God bless you! Hi kids! I'm Mr. Albert, and welcome to STEAM class, where science, technology, engineering, arts, and math meet all together. Last week, you finished making the head of your prize wheel. This one. And kids, for today, we will continue in making it. What are the materials needed? Here they are. Again, here are the materials needed. Of course, the head of our prize wheel, or the circle. We need also, the assorted colors of paper. We have neon green, red, blue, and pink. We also need paste or glue, scissors, pencils, and this one, protractor. Now, let's start to put color on the head of the prize wheel. Now, kids, we have a pattern in making like a pizza shape of piece of paper. Now, we will use this in making with the other color. Ta-da, kids! So there we have it, the color that we will use, yeah, to decorate our prize wheel. So kids, let's start to paste it on the circle. Let's start. We will use the glue or the paste. Now, kids, let's write the prize that we want to give them. All right? Okay. The first one, we will write $50,000. Oh. For next is $5,000. Try again. Trip to MSA. Food package. And Sorry. Next is 100,000 and 0. All right. So I choose 50,000, 5,000. Try again. Trip to Morningstar Academy. Food package. Sorry, better luck next time. 100,000 and 0. Ta-da, kids! So we have here now the head of our prize wheel. So if you notice, I write the prizes I want to give, but in case in your part, you can write the prize you want to give, like 5,000, food package, toy, gift, yeah? You have your choice. So we have the base, we have the head. Kids, next week, we will install all together our prize wheel. Only here in STEAM class, where science, technology, engineering, arts, and math meet all together. I'm Mr. Albert, and see you next week. Bye-bye! Hi kids! I'm Mr. Albert. Welcome to STEAM class, where science, technology, engineering, arts, and math meet all together. And finally, this week, we will install our prize wheel from the base and the head. So kids, are you ready? Let's start! Kids, we are now in the final part of our project. Here are the materials needed. The base that you made, the head of the prize wheel, and we have here the materials for your final week. It has straw, chopstick, toothpick, and a flaglet. We also need glue gun refiller, scissors, and glue gun. Now, let's fix the stand that we have using our straw. Using the straw, when you were making your base, I let you put a marking on it. All right? So we will insert the straw on the marking. Okay. We can use our scissors to make it a bit wider. Yeah. And then on the other side also. Right? Try to fix it. Make sure that it's a bit wider. Okay, the other side is not yet fixed. You can make a bit wider. Okay. You have to cut here. Okay, so we finally installed the straw, yeah, on our base. Next is we will put, yeah, the chopstick in the middle of our head. Okay, so we can use the scissors to make a hole in it, a marking. Okay. All right. See? To make it fix, you have to use glue gun. So that it will not be loosened. Okay. Also in front. Okay. Wait until it will become dry. Next, kids, we will cut the toothpick into 2 equal parts. Finally, kids, we have put the toothpick on the edge of the wheel and we will wait until it will dry. And then, since we have here the base of our prize wheel, next is we have to insert on the straw the chopstick. Right? Oh, it's moving. One more. Okay. And the last part is we will put this flaglet below. Let's try for the prize wheel. 1, 2, 3. Kids, finally, we have here the prize wheel, the final output, the project. I hope you will work harder to finish your prize wheel. Again, I'm Mr. Albert, and this is your STEAM class, where science, technology, engineering, arts, and math meet all together. Kids, see you next week for a new project. Bye-bye!